Making a Stuart Model Steam Plant, Part 68. This is a very important episode in the series, showing a problem with the exhaust connection to the condenser from the Stuart Double 10V steam engine. Initially I positioned the engine directly in line with the condenser, but then I decided to move the position of the Double 10V away from the boiler. But the position is relatively unimportant. This issue that I'm going to describe would have happened whether the pipe was straight or had a bend in it. In this clip I'm marking the length of a piece of copper pipe from my scrap box. The kink in this pipe is exaggerated, it just needs a gentle bend on it. I cut this old piece of pipe on the marks and used it as a template. Then I found this piece of pipe with a union soldered on one end. I made a felt tip pen mark on it and cut this to size 2. After fitting a more modern union nut and then silver soldering a coned union on the other end, I tried it in position. It looked too big. The outlet on the engine is 5/16 by 32 for 3/16 pipe, so without making another adapter and the parts getting even larger, this 1/4" pipe is out of the question. I used a piece of 3/16 of an inch diameter copper pipe with a union adapter at the condenser end. The physical appearance of the pipe didn't bother me too much. What did bother me though was the fact that it was interfering with the performance of the engine. You can clearly see that the engine is moving when I move the pipe. I would like to apologise for the noise on the audio track when the engine's running. This is the largest of my 3 lathes, a Smart & Brown Model 1024, and I wanted to change the oil. And that's where the noise in the background is coming from. A while ago I drained the oil because it was full of all manner of different oils, and I filled it with steam engine lubricating oil. And to save my bad back by going behind the lathe and underneath it, I decided to drain the oil into a suitable container by connecting a right-angled pipe fitting to the oil pipe that normally feeds the gearbox. And it's the lathe running to pump the oil into the container that's causing the background noise. There are 2 things wrong here. This 3/16 of an inch diameter copper pipe is too small a diameter, and it's restricting the exhaust. A 3/16 diameter pipe is just too small for 2 3/4" bore cylinders to exhaust into. When I disconnect the pipe you can hear the difference. The engine immediately speeds up. The 1/4" pipe is better, but the problem that both of these copper pipes are going to have is thermal expansion and contraction. When the system gets hot, the condenser is going to become larger, so is the connecting pipe, and even the main cylinders are going to expand slightly. This was not going to be a very good mechanical principle, so then I thought to myself, what I need is a flexible pipe to go between the exhaust outlet and the condenser inlet. And here's a solution that I came up with. 2 good things about this. It's done away with the large union nuts which look very unsightly. Some viewers may not like the look of the flexible connection, but it's better than these pipes, with their large union nuts in a prominent position right at the top of the steam plant. The problem was not just the strangulation of the exhaust by the 3/16 pipe. With both of these pipes the engine didn't run well because it was being pushed out of alignment. A while ago I bought quite a few of these. They are hose clips that are spring loaded. You just put them on the pipe, open them up with a pair of pliers and then let go, and they look like this. There is another way of doing it. I could use a long piece of copper pipe and put a loop in it. But I like the flexibility of this idea. No matter how much the parts expand with the heat, the engine is never going to be affected by this. You can clearly see the difference. The throttle response, or should I say the regulator response, is almost instant now. With the copper piping in place, whether it was the 1/4" pipe or the 3/16 diameter pipe, it was very sluggish and sometimes reluctant to start. But now it's running very well, and I actually do like the look of the flexible pipe with its clips. I'm going to have to do something about this generator. I don't just want to screw it to the board, that would be too simple. I need to mount it on a metal plate and make the metal plate movable so I can adjust the tension of the leather drive belt. I'll give this some thought and come up with an idea soon. I don't want it to look too complicated. I think I know how I'm going to do it. But I'll show you that in another episode. Stay safe, stay healthy, thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please take the time to visit my main Steam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.